How do URL patterns work in Flask Django? Imagine you're visiting a website and clicking on different links. Each link takes you to a different page. How does the website know which code to run for each link? That's where URL patterns come in. They are like maps that tell the web framework which Python code to run when a specific address is accessed. Let's start with Flask. Flask is a lightweight web framework that makes it easy to create web applications. In Flask, you define routes, which are URL patterns, using a special decorator called @appru. Think of this decorator as a label you put above a function. When someone visits the URL that matches this pattern, Flask runs that function. For example, if you write @app route/ above a function called home, Flask will run home whenever someone visits the main page of your site. You can add more than one route to the same function by stacking multiple @appru decorators. So, the same function can handle the home page, a contact page, or an about page, just by adding different URL patterns. The names of your functions matter because they help you refer to URL inside your code, making it easier to change URL later without breaking your links. Now let's look at Django. Django is a bit more structured and uses a system called URLconf, which is stored in a file named URLs.py. Inside this file, you create a list called URL patterns. Each item in this list is a pattern that connects a URL to a specific view function or class. Django provides two main ways to define these patterns: path and arrayPath. The path function is simple and easy to read. It allows you to include variable parts in your URL, like a year or an article id. For example, path articles/int year/views year archive captures the year from the URL and passes it to the view function. The arrayPath function uses regular expressions, which are more flexible but a bit more complex, allowing for detailed pattern matching. When a request comes in, Django checks each pattern in order. If it finds a match, it runs the associated view function and passes any captured variables. If no pattern matches, Django sends back a 404 error, meaning page not found. You can also include URL patterns from other apps, which helps keep your project organized as it grows. In both Flask and Django, URL patterns are the key to connecting web addresses with the code that generates your website's pages. Flask's approach is straightforward and works well for smaller projects, while Django's system is more organized and suited for larger applications. Understanding how these patterns work helps you control how users navigate your site and makes your code easier to manage.